YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek Goodness, my little channel on the web for all things geeky and cool. And welcome back, guys, to another Funko review. I'm very happy to bring this guy to you right now. I'm very excited to finally get this guy into my hands. I placed an order about a week ago on Hot Topic's website. They have a special going on right now, 3 pops for $27 US, as far as recording of this video, which is April 7, 2020. Now, yes, I'm not sponsored by Hot Topic. This is not an affiliated video with them at all. I'm doing this because I like this character a lot. I want to do a first impressions and unboxing with you guys, my audience. And who are we talking about for this particular video? One of my favorite Marvel characters ever created. He debuted in Uncanny X-Men number 266, the Raging Cajun himself, aka Gambit, this version of him right here. Now, don't get confused with this version and the Entertainment Earth version of him right here, which is the glow-in-the-dark version. They are the same identical sculpt, except one glows in the dark, the other one does not. This one does not glow in the dark. But I loved Gambit. I have his very first appearance, again, in Uncanny X-Men number 266. It's CGC'd 8.4 grade. It wasn't the greatest grade, mind you, but I got a good deal on it. I sold that issue off a long time ago. I had to recoup it back into my collection, and I'm very happy to get it back into my grasp, into my hands. But this guy right here, pop number 553 from the X-Men line, I'm very excited to talk about him. We're going to do a full breakdown of this guy. We'll look at the packaging as a whole. We'll look at the paint, any articulation he has, and conclude with final thoughts for you, the viewer. Should you spend the money and pick up X-Men number 553, the Gambit, aka Remy LeBeau? Stay tuned, guys. We're going to go to a breakdown. Alright guys, we're in a breakdown segment looking at X-Men Pop number 553, Gambit, aka Remy LeBeau. And the very first thing we do in a breakdown segment is look at the packaging and presentation. This is your typical Funko box display like you normally would have in a standard size box. We have the Pop logo right here, no other affiliation, was just as Pop. We have number X-Men, or rather X-Men here, number 553. Nice window box display if you see of Gambit. Good shot of him right here with his hand extended, which we'll talk about that momentarily. Does say Gambit right down here. Again, nice display box. Over here is a shot of what the Pop would look like when taken out of packaging. We have, again, Marvel here, Pop. Nice shot of Gambit, number 553. Over here we have the verbiage where it says Gambit 553 again. And the back of the packaging is, of course, that comic book display backdrop that we've seen for characters in this particular line. And all characters are displayed right here on the side. And, of course, another shot of Gambit. So let's get this guy out of package and continue the breakdown segment. Alright guys, we're going to Gambit Pop out of packaging. The very first thing we do when we take a Pop out of packaging is look at the paint and articulation. First, I'm going to do kind of a 360 of Gambit here so you kind of see what he looks like. He looks really cool. He's in a sort of fighting stance, very dynamic pose. His cards are arcing out of his hands. We'll talk more about the cards momentarily. Now, if you don't know what he's all about, let me kind of give you a little backstory, a little history of Gambit here. Again, he appeared in Uncanny X-Men number 266, and he's a mutant that has the ability to basically release the potential energy of an object into kinetic energy. That's what he does in the comics. He kind of charges up inanimate objects. It has to be inanimate. He cannot charge up living objects, so you would know now. And the objects basically explode with the kinetic energy of a hand grenade. That's the gimmick, his power set, if you will. And I love the way he looks here. He's in his traditional outfit. When Gambit first appeared, he looked sort of like this. Trench coat, these kind of a glossy or metallic boots on, metallic pink vest or shirt you see right here, right there, and the same color that he has the boots for his neck. He does have a trench coat right there. Love the way the trench coat's kind of billowing behind him. Looks really neat. The head sculpt looks really good. Red eyes. Gambit does have red eyes in the comic. He has a mask, this black mask that's sporting right there. And his hair comes through the top of the mask. That's exactly how he looks in the comics, so you would know that now. Now, as I mentioned, he likes to throw kinetically charged objects. His kind of go-to weapon are playing cards. Since they're basically a deck of cards, he could charge them and throw them. That's the idea, or gimmick, if you will. Now, one thing about the cards here, all the cards he's holding, there's 3 cards coming out that are arcing out from this arc pattern coming from his hand. This pink, translucent piece of material is more of a purplish pink color. That's how it works in the comics. When he charges an item up and he throws it, they have this purplish glow or pinkish glow behind it when he throws it. That's the gimmick. Now, again, if you see here, there are playing cards right here, all the aces right there, and his hand is an ace of spades. Now, again, this is being an armchair quarterback nitpicking, so you'll know. It's double-sided, meaning the ace of spades in his hand right here is the same front and back. To me, I think that's a mistake. You'd want to put some type of image on the back of the card. It could have been whatever you want to put in. Playing cards are not double-faced, meaning you have a face on one side and a solid image of the back of the card on the other. They're not double-sided like this. I know why Funko did it, but I wish it would have given us a ace on the top and some type of solid backing on the bottom. That's the only thing I would have an issue with. Beside the only other issue, again, he's a bobblehead. Now, if you notice, the head's a little janky on mine. It's kind of tilted to this direction going this way. I'll kind of bend it the way the head is kind of leaning. You might be able to work through this issue with the spring by kind of adjusting it a little bit. You can come in here and move the spring like I just did there. It kind of fixes it a little bit. But again, I'm not a big fan of bobbleheads, but I love Gambit here. One of my favorite all-time characters in Marvel, next of course to Darkhawk, two of my favorite Marvel characters, and I love this guy. And I think he's an awesome pop. Again, I love the translucent wave coming off his hand. I didn't really talk about that. You can get in really close, you can see it. Hopefully you can see it coming through right there. This translucent material, more of a, I guess you call it like a light piping effect. If you put a light or shine the light through this, it would sort of glow. That's the image and the kind of gimmick, again, using that word, how it would come across. It looks very, very cool. And I love how they kind of, if you kind of lean it back, you can see how the cards are spanning out from his hand. They're attached to it, but it looks really, really neat. I'll get a little closer so you can see what I'm talking about. But it's a very, very cool effect. The glow-in-the-dark version, again, looks identical to this, except it glows in the dark. And that being said, let's go to final thoughts and wrap up this video. All right, guys, final thoughts on Pop X-Men number 553, Gambit. Should you buy this Pop? If you're a Marvel fan, if you're an X-Men fan, if you're a Gambit fan, you have to buy this Pop. It's an awesome, awesome Pop. Again, the double-sided cards, I think they could have fixed that issue. That's me being nitpicky, armchair quarterback, if you will. But very, very cool character, very, very cool Pop. Again, it's not the glow-in-the-dark version. I mentioned it before in the breakdown. Make sure you pick up this guy if you want him. If you're a big, again, Marvel fan, Gambit fan, you might want to pick up both of them. Again, don't get this guy confused with the Emerald City Comic Con one, which is a completely different Gambit. No cards, it's holding his bow staff. But this is an awesome, awesome Pop. Definitely worth the price point of 3 for $27. It works out to about $9, maybe $10 if you buy all three of the characters at Hot Topic. Make sure it falls into that deal if you want to get it for a good price. Beside that, it goes for about $12.50 US. With that being said, I hope you liked this first impression unboxing of Pop number 553 Gambit. Remember to click the like button at the bottom of the page. Click the subscribe button to picture my face. When you subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon to be notified of my latest videos. And of course, last but not least, you can click Windows over here to watch more of my content. Take care, guys. See you next video. And bye-bye.